I don't care how much money you make. You're 3 months away from not making money, from going out of business. You don't look like you believe in you. You know who gets to live the badass life? Him. But you're worried about him and you're gonna ruin your whole life. Idiot. Dude, you guys are sellouts. You're so easy. The game is to learn one thing and become the world's greatest at it, and then you get rich.
You know, one thing that I cannot stand, ladies and gentlemen, is the fast-talking liar. I guarantee you that majority of the time you run across somebody who really just has all the charisma and he just speaks so fast and he's on top of his P's and Q's and he's just so information rich. He's a scammer and he's a con artist. He's a matchstick man. All those fast talking people who have all the answers immediately, they're either in sales or they're just straight up con artists, okay? And today we have to talk about one of my favorites, man. One of my favorites, Mr. Andy Elliott. And what's even better is taking Andy Elliott, who used to be a used car salesman, and transferring him to the internet, becoming an online coach. That's the best merger I could ever imagine. You know what I mean? Because, ooh, he will come to steal your money and he does it really efficiently. So Andy Elliott's whole thing is that he is this car salesman who made upwards of $700,000 yearly in his former position as a car salesman, and he's just trying to share his knowledge with the world. So you have to pay top dollar to get his consultation. This man is the prophet. He is Jesus. He is God. He is everything that will make you whole in your life. If you follow Andy Elliott like Jesus Christ and the 12 disciples, you will be saved financially. That's the whole idea about him, right? So I just want to show you one of his really powerful and awe-inspiring clips that really shows you how to become an alpha male leader in your own life, okay? Because if Andy Elliott could do it, if Andy Elliott could make $700,000 a year in his dealership, you could do that too. And we're going to get into all the interworkings of how he made that money. But before we get there, let's just get some inspiration, damn it. Let's hear him out for once. Let's check this out.
How many of you have never had a lot of money? Raise your hand. Okay, look, keep your hand up. I want you to hold your hand high. I want everybody, look, if you haven't had a lot of money, by the way, what's a lot? Just so you were like, hey, I don't have to worry about money is a lot. I don't have to balance my checkbook. My house is paid off. My car's, listen, I don't care how much money you make. If you make your car payment, your house payment, you're 3 months away from not making money, from going out of business. I know people, if they didn't make money for 3 months, they'd lose their house, they'd lose their cars, they'd lose everything. I know people say, man, I made 30 grand a month. Yeah, well, dude, once that $8,500 house payment goes away, once that those $1,000 car payments, all those credit card deals, once you're not making 30 grand.
If you notice, he's just speaking, he's just talking. You know, once those credit card deals go away and your home payments, and then you triple it by 50, and then you minus it by 3 months, and you go forward by 20, then it all goes away. Then where are you? He's just talking fast. Beware of fast talking con men, okay? This man is literally just stating what reality is. You know, sometimes in the economy that we live in, shit is fucked up. And there's no Superman method to fix things. Like, oh, you know, if you just wake up and work 90 hours a day, you'll be a winner just like me. You just don't want it. You just don't want it bad enough. You just don't want it like Andy Elliott, like the Andy Elliott way. I wake up at 2 a.m. and I work all day long. No. What you do is you scam people. That's why you're rich.
3 months, you lose your house, you lose your cars, you lose everything. Your life is being rented and borrowed. I want you guys to understand the information I'm going to give you today will allow you, listen, it will allow you, and it's all up to you, to literally never have to balance a checkbook again. I want to explain what a lot to me means is that I'll be happy if I don't have to balance money, I don't think about money, if I don't have to be in bondage. The devil wants to debt you out. By the way, this is why you got to make a lot of money. So you can buy your nice life, you can have a good life, you can live heaven on earth, and then guess what? You don't have to worry about money no more. Everybody can run their mouth.
Bro, he walks around like a walking hemorrhoid. Andy Hemorrhoid Elliott is what we should call him. That's how he walks around all day. The vein in his neck is constricted. Like, what are you doing, Andy? Man, Andy Hemorrhoid Elliott. You ever see a hemorrhoid? Have you ever had a hemorrhoid and bend over in front of the mirror to see how the hemorrhoid looks? You bend over and you look back into the mirror, you're gonna see Andy Elliott's face. That's what you're gonna. He's a walking fucking hemorrhoid, bro. This shit. I don't know who really sits down and listens to this fucking clown with his name plastered across his hoodie. I don't know who sits down and listens to this clown and thinks like, oh, this is actually some real good information. This guy is a fucking joke. He has his last name plastered over his hoodie. Most of the shirts you see this guy wear have Elliott written across it. Oh my God. So, this is number one narcissist. Hold on, I'm going to give you a few more seconds of this cringe-ass clip, and then we're going to go deeper into the life of Andy before he became this motivational speaker.
Until you do something, your talk doesn't matter. Y'all ever heard someone in the business? Bro, you just wait till I get back, bro. You see I'm going to run this next month, dude. You just wait to see what I'm going to do to him next year. How many of those people you seen running around? 99% of the world. You know what I know? If you're going to do something, look, dude, if you're fired up, if you're motivated, if you want to leave here and go tell your family, I'm cool with that. Do something. If you delay, you fail. The probability of every single one of you failing will be because you delay.
And you know, that's one thing I could say about Andy Elliott. He might be a scamming piece of shit, but he really got to it. Because this guy, you know, he's over here coaching these people, talking about how great their life could be if they just get to it. Andy Elliott was getting to it. Because if you do a really quick Google search and you look up Andy Elliott's time at the Big Red dealership, I believe it was called. It was a car dealership. You will start to uncover that the reason he was making so much money was because he was lying, cheating, and stealing. Okay, so let me show you this little article real quick before we move forward. This is from Car Dealership Guy, and it's kind of like a car dealership news article website. And it had a little information about our beloved hemorrhoid Andy Elliott. It said, around 2011, he remembers getting an offer to become the general manager of a dealership, which he decided to accept for his family's sake. When he went into the store, he recalls that every buyer had poor credit and lacked resources for a down payment, yet customers continued getting approval for their purchases. In 2015, FBI came into the store and began to investigate the issue. While he was initially hesitant to come forward, Andy claims the owner called him and threatened to kill him if he didn't say what he was told to say. After talking over the incident with his wife, Andy says he decided to tell the truth to authorities. He claims that because he told the truth, he avoided jail time and felony conviction, explaining that he had no idea one could get in trouble in the car industry. He emphasizes that he never hurt anyone. Listen, Andy Elliott is what you call a fucking weasel, a bald-headed, hemorrhoid, veiny weasel, okay? Andy Elliott was working at a car dealership, and he had an understanding with the rest of the staff that we're about to commit some fraud up in this bitch, okay? We got a bunch of brokies coming in wanting to get cars, and we're about to doctor their pay stubs, and we're about to doctor the amount of money they make so that they can have the car that they desire, okay? Fuck the credit score. We're about to doctor everything, right? When everything went to shit, Andy Elliott, being the pussy that he allegedly is, he goes and snitches on the whole operation to save his own ass. This is probably one of the worst con men out there because he's running a new one. Andy Elliott was running a con at the dealership for years, and he was able to scathe himself away. He was able to get away by the skin of his teeth, and he's running a new con off of the old shit that he did. I feel like that's crazy. If you go even deeper and you Google him, you'll find some more information about this whole low credit score situation. He was a scammer from the start. Check this out. So for one of the highlights about Andy Elliott, and this is all public knowledge, you can look this up yourself. It says fabricating financial records. And we'll read. In detailed breakdown of 611-page transcript, allegations surfaced that Elliott previously instructed staff to make fake pay stubs, create fake pawn shops to hide or fabricate down payments, and falsify income on credit applications to secure auto loan approvals for customers with low credit scores. So basically, ladies and gentlemen, if you lived in the area of Andy Elliott and you heard around the neighborhood, like, hey, you know, you could get a car approved over here, no lickety split, no problem. He became the guy that you go to with bad credit to get a car anyway. I don't know how he didn't realize that this would come back to bite him in the ass, but he was going full-fledged scam mode, just selling cars to literally anybody. The crackhead on the corner of the street, the fucking drug dealer over here, the everybody. But now he's back out here in the public trying to promote himself as this big, successful salesman. You are a liar and a scammer, sir. But now that we know the history, of Mr. Andy, let's go ahead and continue with where he is today, because you still have morons around here that's going to sit down like this and suck in all the information that he's given them. There are some idiots out here on this planet, bro. I will say there are some morons out here in this world. Let's continue, though, because these clips get better and better.
Hey, I appreciate it. Thanks so much for showing me the car, but I need to think about it. What do you say?
All right, hold on.
Listen, what's your name?
First and foremost, I know I've been talking a lot. Look at his fucking shorts, bro. Look at his little skinny, tight, short shorts. Oh my God, the hemorrhoid, Andy Anderson. Anyways, I'm sorry. Let's keep going.
So much for showing me the car, but I need to think about it. What do you say?
All right, hold on.
Listen, what's your name?
Garrett.
What's your date of birth?
1996.
Okay, you know this stuff, right? Hold on, stop. But you know this stuff. Where do you work? What's his name?
Tyrell.
Okay, why does he know this? Because he knows it. See, anything I ask him, if he knows it, he'll tell me. The problem is, if I say I need to think about it and he can't tell me, it's because he don't know it. He's been struggling with this for 5 months. But are you lazy?
No.
Yes, you are. You're lazy. Why wouldn't you go figure out who knows that in this company? That's it. That's lazy. You're lazy.
Man, listen, I genuinely need to start a course, because if people are so fucking stupid, that means I could probably make a lot of money. I'll just be like, I don't know. I'll be a fishing guru. I used to go fishing as a teenager and a young adult. Fuck it. I'll be a fishing guru, and I'll just call you lazy when no fish bites your line. I don't know nothing about professional fishing, but I'm just going to go out there and scam some folks because it seems easy enough. This shit is outrageous. There's always going to be that one idiot that's going to buy your shit. That's why Andy is surviving the way he is right now. And you would think, like, you know, the last alpha male we spoke about was like $200 per visit, you know, couple $100 for a couple of minutes of his time. Andy Elliott takes it to a next level. There's this YouTuber named Ben Palmer, and he's like a scam detective YouTuber, and he goes around and he kind of blows scams out the water. So I want to show you a clip of Ben Palmer talking to a representative from Andy Elliott, right? And I want you to listen to the prices of his courses and tell me that this is not a scam and he should be in prison. Let's check this out.
This is Andy Elliott, sales trainer and business coach and former used car salesman involved in fraud. I signed up to be contacted by one of his recruiters, and he wanted me to sign up for one of the VIP packages at one of Andy's sales retreats. After
Swag
party.
bag, you get closer seats, you're more closer to the stage, you're in better eye contact with Andy.
So I asked him if I could do something one-on-one with Andy.
Well, bro, it's funny that you say that because we actually have this thing called Bloodline Breaker, where you'll work out with Andy, where he'll do like a mastermind for like 3 hours.
What's
and
that?
Then a mastermind is him talking, you having that time with him.
Because he's a mastermind.
Yeah, he's the
Yes,
mastermind.
right.
Yep.
Okay, how much is that?
Now, that one's $20,000 for that.
I asked what else that $20K gets me.
Shaking his hand.
Now hold the fucking phone. Now let's hold the goddamn phone real fast. $20,000. You know, this has to be illegal somehow. $20,000 for a Bloodline Breaker seminar with Andy Elliott. Oh my God. Listen, whoever pays that $20,000, I mean, he deserves to pay it because he's a fucking idiot. Anybody who spent that much money on something called Bloodline Breaker and all you do is talk to a motherfucker, anyways. Let me stop talking and let's get into what Bloodline Breaker really even is, because it might change your life. Let's not judge a book by its cover. Let's see what Bloodline Breaker really is.
That one's $20,000 for that.
I asked what else that $20K gets me.
Shaking his hand, bro tapping him, all that stuff. Absolutely.
Oh, what's bro tapping?
Shaking his hand, slapping his back, broing him up, dabbing him up.
Slapping
Nice.
his back?
Nice.
I don't know. He might let you do it if you ask him.
I mean, I paid him 20 grand. I should be able to slap his butt. So he sent me an invoice for $5K, and he wanted me to pay them right then and there over the phone. And on the invoice, it said non-refundable. So I asked him what that meant, and he said if something happens and you weren't able to make it, then we would keep the money. I said, oh, if like my grandma dies or something? And he said, yeah. So I told him I was gonna go get my credit card and put him on hold for a few minutes. I was joking around about the grandma thing, but I was going to get my credit card, and so I got a text from my grandpa, and he said she did pass.
What? Bro. Wow. Bro. Man, I am so sorry to hear that, brother.
Can I just read this? Can I just read this card number to you? Like,
Yeah, bro. Go ahead.
So I read him 14 of the 16 credit card digits. How many more digits do you need?
You gave me all of them except for the last two. Oh.
Okay. These are gonna be tough. Is there a favorite number? Thankfully, he was there to console me.
This is life, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's life. This is exactly what happens when you're becoming the person you need to become, right?
He was a sacrifice.
This shit is insane, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is insane. You have this goober, Andy Elliott, running a goober business and hiring a bunch of fucking goobers to talk to the public, to siphon hundreds of thousands of dollars from poor, idiotic assholes all across the country. I don't know if I feel bad for the suckers who go through with shit like this, or if I should laugh at them. I really don't know. You let me know in the comments. Should we be laughing at the people who genuinely think this is going to increase their life, or should we put them into a facility? Which one is it? I don't know anymore. But anyways, we heard about Bloodline Breaker, right? This whole thing, they're trying to sell him the Bloodline Breaker package. So I got curious. I was like, what is the actual Bloodline Breaker package? I might want to spend $20,000 to, really increase my life a little bit, right? I was able to find Andy Elliott with his shirt off, his nipples hard as fuck, explaining to me what the Bloodline package really is and what it entails. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's check out the Bloodline Breaker commercial. $20,000 of well-spent money. Let's do this.
The Bloodline Breaker is you. It's any person, you're qualified to be one, and so am I, and I don't care what anyone else says, that decides they want to break the generational curses and the crap and the shit they've had going on in their family genes and bloodline for generations. And I decided I'm gonna be the bloodline breaker in my family, and so can you. It's gonna take you getting pissed off. It's gonna take you getting stirred up. Grab the rearview mirror, point it in your direction. Is that who you're supposed to be? If it's not, you can make a decision today to be the bloodline breaker in your family, and I promise you, you can literally curve history just by waking up at this moment.
Wow. Oh my God. I'm gonna break my bloodline. You know what? Man, where's my checkbook? I'm gonna spend $20,000, bro. I don't even have $20,000. I'm gonna spend $20,000 and I'm gonna have this 1-2 day course with Andy Elliott, and that's going to change my life. Oh my God. Bloodline breakers forward. Ride forward, bloodline breakers. This shit is insane, bro. Yo, these alpha males, red pill dudes, they are out of control. I will have to admit, these guys are out of control, and they need to be stopped. They need to be stopped. And I'm just a prophet here to spread the good word. Let me play another clip to show you how ridiculous these men really are. Over here wearing tight ass clothes and fucking nipples popping through the suit, and your neck vein is all bulging. What is going on, Andy? Let me show you a clip.
What's going on? What's your name? Nah, fucking loser. Right? Hey, how you doing, man? Andy Elliott. Hope you have the best day of your life. What's your name, sir? Cash. Cash? Nice to meet you, man. I love that name. Now let me get some money. Hey, I'm gonna bust his ass up right out the gate. What am I gonna say? My name's Andy Elliott, and I'm here to give you world-class customer service and serve your family in all the highest levels that are important to you and your family. I'm here, I got you. #1 store in the country, and we're gonna show you why. You here for sales or service? Can I walk you over to service? Here to see someone? You here for sales? Here for sales? My man, can I help you find somebody, or do I get the honor today? See the eyes? They light up. See the mouth? It smiles.
Listen, man, the next time you go and buy a car, if the guy is too on point, speaks a little too fast, and your brain is moving a little too slow for his speed, come back another day. That's what I say. I have come back another day before because I just didn't like the representative. You know why? Because they're trying to fuck you. Every time, each and every time someone like this approaches you, they're trying to fuck you. And what's funny is, he's fucked so many people in the used car salesman industry, and now he's turned this over into a social media phenomenon. And there's a whole bunch of young men who don't know no better who are paying him thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to feed them bullshit. Before we go, I'm gonna end this video with one more clip of Andy Elliott, just basically telling us that if we're not making $100,000 a year at least, we're not even worth the time. Let's check this out.
100 grand is not a lot of money in sales. Please, someone. Why am I hearing all these low numbers? If you're gonna be in sales, make it count. The only way to do it is to alter your identity. You must have a new identity. You must believe you're someone else. Secondly, you must be willing to learn.
And actually, after listening to that clip, I think he means 100 grand per month. So if you're not making 100 grand per month, you're a waste man, and you're a waste of time. Shame on you. Shame on you. You fucking waste man. You know what I mean? Listen, you gotta be careful for the con artists out here, because they come in all shapes, forms, and sizes. And this one just happened to be a fucking hemorrhoid. So you gotta be careful. And be safe out there, folks. Shit, I'm going to see y'all real soon, man. Shout out the second channel. Shout out the main channel. Go subscribe. It's called AG Tactical. This is my second channel. It's called AG Tactical Clips. Subscribe to both. Hit me up. I'll see y'all real soon. Peace.